ಇನ್ನೂ 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಇದೆ. ಏನು ಜೋಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಂತ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ? ಏನು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬಂದೆ. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಓತ್ಲ ಹೊಡೆಯೋದು ಅಂತ. ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜನ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ಲಿ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಬನ್ನಿ, ಮುಂದೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಇವತ್ತಾದರೂ ಮುಂದೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಬಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಂಟರ್ನ ನಿಮ್ಮದು. ನಮಗೂ ಒಂದು ಸೆಂಟ್ರ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅವರು. ಇನ್ಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬಿಗ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್ಸ್, ನೋ ದೇ ಶುಡ್ ಗಿವ್ ಅ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಇಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಹಾಂ, ಯಾರನ್ನು ಬೈದಂಗೆ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಉಫ್ ಉಫ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ. So okay, we'll start. So why are you sitting there, corner? Ikkade bani. No, not you. Or so ಮುಂದೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಜನ ಕಾಣಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಜೋಶ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. We are live. Okay. So very good afternoon everyone. Okay. How are you all? Fine. Very good. Why are you here today? Huh? What did he say? Yeah, to lighten your mood, but he said something. What? Chocolate? Yeah. So we are in the process of buying them. Right. So yes, of course there will be chocolates for you. So basically this is a tradition at Insights IAS. Since 2016, I have this habit of conducting these sessions one day before prelims. It used to take place in the morning. Today, so I had another session in another place. So nowadays I am invited for giving talks and all. They think I've become some expert or something. So I gave that and I came back here. And afternoon I went home. It was nearby Palace Ground. So my wife had cooked nice rajma. Watching YouTube, the way you people do, right? The way you cook your preparation, she did that. So after having that at 2:30, I nearly slept off actually, right? Like somebody is feeling jealous about sleeping. How many of you are losing sleeps? Like are you able to sleep? No. Why? You are gaining? You are gaining days. So more people are coming. Welcome. Ikkade bani, please. You're getting good sleep. Oh, wonderful. So what about any individual here who is not sleeping well or not able to sleep right now? Right now means not here. Like in your home, in your room, in your PG room, wherever you are. So that is the reason you people have come here. You people are the most courageous ones. Right, knowing that tomorrow is your exam, right? Knowing, like literally, like in your university exam, you wouldn't do this, right? So this is the day you actually read for that exam. Before your university exams. But today you see, look at all of you, so relaxed, so enthusiastic. All of you almost seem like very excited, to ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಯಾವ ಬಾಟ್ಲು? ಓಕೆ. So we'll talk about the bottle also later. ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಗಡ್ಡ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. So all of you look so excited, actually I am very surprised that all of you look very calm. Are you prepared for the exam? ಎಂತ ಬಾಂಬ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ just to have a light interaction with you. So over the year, all these years I have gained experience in getting things done without getting things very seriously, right? So that is the experience I have gained over the years. So you remain calm, somehow success comes to you. I don't know how it happens, but that is what I have learned over the years by interacting with you people, by experience my own certain failures or setbacks. Finally I have realized that the ultimate success comes to those people who can remain totally calm irrespective of what is happening around them. That itself is a success, to remain like that. Once you remain like that, I don't know, you might have heard Paulo Coelho's novel that you have read, universe conspires to support you or help you, something like that. It actually happens. So that is what you have to do and you have to think about, nothing else, right? But again, to remain calm is not very easy thing to do, right? Because there are so many noises around you, noises within you, and all the efforts you have put for so many years, so many days, so many months. Somewhere you carry that burden, carry that weight, thinking that all that must bear certain fruits when you put your efforts tomorrow. So that very expectation is counterproductive, right? So what you have to do is that, so good to see more people coming. Come. So like in 2017, when we first started our OGP, 2018 OGP, I had this similar session. So I was in Davangere at that time, right? I'm sure no one sitting in this room actually attended that particular session. It was around 6-7 years ago. I was in Davangere, just like Saturday morning. 11:30 was the session. So I knew that if I leave at 5 o'clock, I would reach by maybe around 9:30, and then freshen up and go and take the session. But unfortunately, what happened in one of the toll gates, when I had this Benz car, so it's a very costly car at that time, and even also costly. So in toll booth, so there was a truck standing in front of me, in front of my vehicle, to pay the toll. So that truck driver didn't observe me, coming and what do you say, in standing back or whatever it is, right? So putting my vehicle back of his truck, waiting in the queue, right? So he thought that there was no vehicle back of his truck, and then he took reverse suddenly. So the way he took, it's a big truck, right? The way he took reverse, the front part of the car, it got totally damaged. The bonnet, got damaged and got up, and all the lights broke down. And it was around maybe 7:30, something like that at that time. I had to reach Bangalore, and I had this session in mind, because during that time I was popular, the more people would come and attend these sessions. So they had huge expectations. Then the truck driver came down. I was honking and honking. The truck driver came down, and he was a very old man, like 60-65-year-old Tamil guy. So he started saying in Tamil, which I really don't understand. I didn't have any clue. So he showed his ID that this is not my truck, my owner and all. So he said that my concern was at that moment not the car, to be honest. So I was thinking how to reach Bangalore and how to conduct sessions smoothly, because we had promised, just cancelling it in the last moment wouldn't look good. So I said, it's fine, I have insurance, right? So I have insurance, and I paid insurance, I pay good insurance for this car. So I'll do something about it. And the way he was requesting, instead of getting anger, I got empathy or something. I said, it's okay, go. Then after paying the toll, I came, crossed the toll slowly, and then I called the service people of Benz, and then I asked, this is the condition. So they gave certain test, check the coolant, check certain things and all. So I checked and they said you should come only with 80 kilometer speed, not above that. So usually we drive 110, 120, right? So he said only 80 kilometer speed. So I came in 80 kilometer speed. The bonnet was throughout the journey, it was making sound, dug, 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 dug in front. And the lights were gone. So as soon as I came, so I parked my vehicle, and it got late because of all these things. I arrived at 10:30. I parked my vehicle, and then got freshed up and directly came to the classroom. So the whole thing was packed. In the very beginning itself, I narrated this story. These people, they were all like, wow, Vinay Sir, like. So he just know we had faced this kind of thing, and I linked it with, like I remained calm, right? And that is why I was able to come to Bangalore, this and that. So I learnt a lesson that, by remaining calm, we can achieve something small and all. So it actually happened, then nearly like 10-12 lakh insurance guys, I mean these car service guys, the one on light like 1.5 2 lakhs. So don't buy, Benz. So then I told these people that, so somebody asked in the audience, okay, how did you remain calm? Like, so it happened to you, how did you remain calm? Because for anybody it is a big amount, and like even small scratch, our uncles and fathers and a small scratch, new car, so they get heart attacks, mini heart attacks, right? So I said, like, it is at the end of the day, it is just a material, it is a car, it is a non-permanent thing. I told them, I'm thinking in a direction, I'm trying to develop myself in a direction that even if today, as of now, as we speak, everything vanishes, right? So I have the confidence to build everything again from zero, from scratch. So it is, I have prepared my mind in such a way that be ready for the most worst possible thing that can happen to you in your life. So when the small things happen, you will actually never worry about it. It is not like that, not like absolutely you don't worry. For few seconds it affects, but in the long term, it won't have any kind of effect. So developing that kind of mindset actually has helped me, to deal with criticism, to deal with, nowadays I am very active on Twitter. Sometimes people put negative things, I enjoy, like, they are making me more popular, right? Any publicity is good publicity, right? And if they are spending few seconds of their time to comment and, scold or troll me, so I feel good about it. It's a good indication that, so I am in a right path, growing popular. So that is how. So for you people, when you are going to give tomorrow this preliminary examination, this is absolutely a non-issue in your life. It is the smallest thing in your life. It is nothing, literally nothing, right? So you have prepared for this examination, you have really done well in terms of preparation, you have read, you have completed, mock test, doing previous year question, whether you have done really well, not well, now it doesn't matter. So what actually matters is how you look at your life from a broader perspective. Now even in this moment when you are listening and after listening, when you go back to your room, so don't make this prelims as one of the biggest factor in your life, or tomorrow as a biggest day in your life. So people have this wrong habit of mentioning it as D day. What is D day? What is D? Doomsday. Doomsday. Okay. Now you have heard, right? They mentioned D day. Tomorrow is D day. D stands for what? I don't know. Like I was thinking death or something. What? So she said doomsday is equal to like death only, right? No, I think the D day is something like, I think during World War II it came into more popularity. So when the Allied forces landed on Normandy, they wanted to assault all the Axis powers. So I think that day was called as the D day, maybe deciding day or something like this, right? So that is what I think. Maybe D stands for decisive day, or maybe. So but tomorrow is just Sunday for you, So it is no D day, decisive day, dead day, doomsday, or a dog day, nothing. It's just a normal Sunday for you, right? The examination center where you are going to write, is the same center. It existed yesterday, right? It will exist day after tomorrow. The classroom, the fan, the bench, everything will remain. For you, it becomes something like very special, like the classroom, the environment, right? So all the competitors who come there to give the examination, suddenly it looks like a holy place, the cave where you do meditation, that kind of place. So it is not like that. It is just like ordinary place where you are going. Whenever I give mock interview, when some people are, very tensed about mock interview, I tell them, think it as a marriage hall, right? Your UPSC, think it as a marriage hall. It's not your marriage, but you are going to a marriage function, right? So when you go to marriage function, do you get nervous? Like all ready, you get nervous only because you couldn't put makeup somewhere or something. Or maybe your shirt got some, right? So otherwise, to go to marriage function where thousands of people are there, you will never get nervous, right? You are excited, if some stranger comes and talks to you, you just talk, or you might take a photo with them, selfie with them. It feels good if somebody wants to come and take selfie with you, right? So I tell them 5 old people are sitting in the interview room, right? They will just talk to you. They might ask you question, why you have to be nervous, right? Think it as a celebration, a day in your life where every day we have to celebrate. If you look at, people, all big successful people tell you, right? Every moment, every day you have to celebrate. At least tomorrow you celebrate. So celebration means, being present, enjoying the day, enjoying the every moment, not fretting, not being dreadful about, what kind of question paper you are going to get. Do you know what kind of question paper you are going to get tomorrow? UPSC. So he says UPSC Prelims paper, right? So what if you go into another exam center, right? Another exam? Yes, that is a bright answer, very good answer. Like, of course, you are going to get UPSC Prelims question paper, but do you know the questions in it? He's totally mentally ready, like he has come to troll me here. Yeah, so you don't have any idea about it, right? So I think even UPSC doesn't have an idea about it, which question paper they are going to give tomorrow. I mean, the questions in it. So there are various committees. They prepare question. They send. Somebody does permutation combination and puts it. Very very few people will know it, I think. But nobody has any clue about it. It is same for all the 12 lakh people who have applied for the examination, and who among them 5 to 6 lakh people who are going to write the examination. They don't have any clue about the question paper they are going to get it, right? Nobody has any clue. All the experts might tell you on YouTube. Last year, which part came in more number? The exam, they will say like current affairs came more number in last year. This year it will come in less number. Economy will be more, geography will be more, environment will be more. Something will be more and something will be less. And also there is a fear like what if UPSC invents new kind of questions tomorrow, right? So last year they invented a new kind of question, the pairs. They know all these pairs happen in UPSC journey. Let us see. So in exam, so how do they pair here? Yeah. So it might lead to breakups only, right? So one will get selected, one will not get selected when they give that kind of questions. So tomorrow they might come up with another question. The thing is, going back to our earlier argument, you have to be mentally prepared, right? Be prepared beforehand that any kind of question will not have any kind of effect on you. New type of question, the best thing you can do is to just smile, Last year pair aaya tha, this time what aaya tha? Yeah? Unpair. We don't know, right? Anything that is unconventional, totally new, totally unexpected, anything that is totally uncertain, the only best thing you can do is just smile at it, right? You have to do it. Like I used to say this dialogue in my previous session also. you open the question paper, there are 4 to 5 questions in a page, right? Literally you don't know answer to single question there, right? So you open this question, they are all like, okay, did I come to another exam or what, right? You look around, you will ask individually, this UPSC civil service exam, and then they say, yeah, I think so, like, right? And then you turn, they might ask, okay, turn another page, you do like, so another page, you another 4 or 5 questions, like literally you have no clue, right? Right. See, even Elon Musk will not have clue, Chat GPT, like that kind of questions. So what will you do? Huh? Huh? Just remain calm. You can't remain calm. To remain calm, you have to laugh, right? Laugh at your fate, like, so all you took chocolate from Insights, right? And then you took something in the night to sleep, and then you slept well. Next day morning, you woke up, you actually took bath that day, Sunday, tomorrow, right? And then you got fresh up. Maybe somebody no new clothes. There are some people who wear same clothes they used to wear for mock tests. I have seen those people, they think. I have seen those students, lucky sweatshirt, lucky shirt. Huh? What? White shirt. It won't be white now, but right. If they have been wearing again and again, it won't be white. So, like mainly outer wears. I don't know about. There are people, they have been wearing it for the mock because 90, 100, 120 score. They think that cloth is doing some magic here. So they will wear the same cloth, and then they go to the examination, suddenly no magic here, like so all the 10 questions you absolutely don't have any clue. So then call the invigilator, and tell them, ma'am, what is this, right? I mean, like we assume it is ma'am, like it may be sir also, like if it is ma'am, okay for you, but you tell them, like you cannot do this actually, right? You know that. Maybe you can ask them to come near you and ask little doubt about what is the time and all, but what you need to do is that when you will actually face the situation tomorrow. Do you know that? It may not be in the first page, but it may be somewhere in the course of the 100 questions you will have that situation, that 4 or 5 questions in a row, or maybe some case in 10 questions in a row you will not have any idea, right? It is perfectly fine. You just have to laugh in the sense that you accept this situation, imagine that situation, be prepared for it mentally, right? And you should always know that when you go there, you are not going to answer all 100 questions, right? It is not that you should know 100 questions out of 100 questions. The game is between 60 to 70 questions, right? So now looking at my cutoff became wrong last time. With like overconfidence, I said like 83, 82 would be the cutoff, but I remember people telling 90 plus cutoff. So it is around 88. So 5 marks kind of off, but I believe the cutoff will go on reducing only. It might come down to maybe 86, 85, right? So that is how. That is mainly because of the CSAT paper and also increasing competition. So when you know that the cutoff is between 85 to 90, so all you need to get is around 45 to 50 question exactly right. So above that, when you take chance with maybe around 20, 30 questions, you have to be very calm, cool, relaxed, apply your all learning, whatever experience you have gained through solving mock test. Maybe you can try out another 20, 25 questions to get another 10 questions, right? So now you don't have to think about all the 100 questions, the 10 questions which you don't know, absolutely. It is perfectly normal, right? So do the self-talk, tell yourself again and again that tomorrow is another ordinary day. Tomorrow what you are going to do is continuation of one of the mock tests that you have been solving. Third one, you have to trust your instinct, trust your preparation, trust your skills that worked in mock tests as well, right? Whatever skills that you are applying here during mock test, take them forward. So there what happens, you become little more conscious. That is what I am trying to do, destroy being conscious, right? You shouldn't be conscious and someone else tomorrow. Be who you are today, yesterday what you were, like be that person. So when in the examination hall, when you try to be someone else, become very conscious, so you start overthinking, right? Even the simple question which requires simple logic, you will not apply simple logic because you think that it's a special moment. You are sitting in a special building, even though that did you visit, most of the centers will have desks which make music, which produce sound, right? Fans will not work, there will not be any watch, they won't allow you to wear watch tomorrow, right? I don't know, like assume they won't allow. They may allow, may not allow, but be prepared, right? Huh? You will? You'll fight? Find? Fight with whom? Huh? Acha. No, it's okay, fine, don't fight. It's okay. I mean, I'm just like saying, mentally be prepared, right? In some cases, they won't allow. I mean, if they think that it is not analog watch, it is just digital watch, they might, get it removed. So wear normal analog watch, so they might allow it. But everything looks similar. I don't know. I heard last year that they made people remove even normal watches also. So on that basis, I'm telling you, don't get disturbed, right? Be prepared for that also. Any small irritation, big irritation that might happen, you have to be mentally prepared. So that is why I gave that incident in the beginning. So when you are about to go and do something for which you are prepared, so don't let any small thing, any small irritation that might happen during the course of the exam or before the exam or after the exam, don't allow anything to affect. So you have to be present, you have to show presence of mind, absolute presence of mind, because everything that you have prepared has not gone anywhere, it is within you, right? So if the best of it has to come out, you have to be so calm, so relaxed that let your mind work, let your mind do the job. What we do is that we pressurize mind, we suppress our mind with so many layers of all these emotions, expectations, pressure, self-doubt, all these things. You have to give absolute freedom to your mind tomorrow, like absolute freedom, let it do its wonder. So what I mean by giving freedom to your mind is that you have to go allow your mind to its job, to be creative, right? Creativity is what? What is the meaning of creativity? Something new. Yeah, creating like something new, right? So here, of course, you don't have to create anything new. The creativity in identifying the answer that is sitting in front of you, right? The beauty of objective test is that the answer is in front of you, right? You don't have to invent or anything. You have to identify which is the correct answer. To do that, little bit of creativity in terms of finding solution, in terms of thinking laterally, thinking from different dimension, different perspective is very important. So creativity needs freedom. So without freedom, you cannot allow your creativity or mind to actually do the job. So the freedom is not having any kind of these pressures and expectations. So tell yourself that you are going to just give and forget the examination, right? You don't get attached with the examination at any cost. So there are so many avenues, right, in your life. Don't think about failing and passing in this examination. You may fail, you may pass. That is the nature of the competition, right? But if you look at life ahead, there is so much one can actually do. So I did a podcast recently, if you know, right? And one guy who couldn't make it into UPSC is working in Google in North America, right? So with crores of package and all, and he likes to come back India and then be part of civil service, and he can become directly, it is like kind of quantum jump, you can say. Instead of starting from the bottom, you acquire all the required qualifications and skills, and then you can be directly parachuted to higher positions. So there are many avenues. If after prelims you can come and talk if you want. So before giving the examination, thinking about success or failure is a wrong step, wrong thing to do. It actually leads to failure. When you are thinking about success or failure before doing something, so you have to do something with utmost, just like whatever you are prepared, just do it. On that moment you go, everything you have read in polity, everything you have read in geography, I am 100% sure it is within you, and everyone sitting in the room is actually capable of cracking prelims. So what I noticed is that I used to do a small test. The same question paper, if it was given as a mock test, right? Another day when it is not an exam day, right? Even somebody who has done normal coaching and done previous year questions, have their concepts clear, would easily score 80 to 90 marks, right? The same person would actually not do well if they were afraid of the prelims. They would not do well in the same question paper under the exam circumstances, right? That is the difference. I have seen that CSAT paper also. The same CSAT paper which you couldn't actually do well in the exam, next day you can actually score really well. So what is the difference here? Environment subject or surrounding environment, okay. Attaching to failure and success, okay. It is something to do with your mind only, right? The mind. What is the reason? Huh? Why you don't perform well under pressure?
Thinking that it will decide our entire life.
So
Huh?
somewhere being afraid to fail.
No, why it actually impacts?
Because we care about it.
Yeah. So
Somewhere we appear because of new variety of questions, new type of questions, fail questions.
the reason is a part of mind is not constructive in that moment, right? So when you want to do something, when you are trying to achieve something, you have allowed part of your mind. It is like using all the energy, all the resources to get something done. A part of your mind is constantly worrying. You free it, allow even those neurons to come here and help you think of an answer. The more you do, the more you focus, the more you concentrate at one question at a time, forget entire world, forget about the room, forget about the desk, forget about the time, invigilator and everything, right? So immerse in that process. When you are solving a question, allow yourself to be creative, allow, as I said, with all the free mind. So apply as many skills, as many learnings as possible. The right answer is in front of you, and with all the preparation you have done, it is easy to get the answer done, right? Without preparation, it cannot be done. With preparation, when you have already prepared, you are in a best position to easily sail through preliminary examination, provided you remain absolutely calm. So for that, today, ensure that all of you really have a good sleep. So 8 to 9 hours or 8 to 10 hours of sleep. So my suggestion, don't go back. I mean, now we can go back and 1 or 2 hours you can just skim through the basic concepts, the very basic concepts in economy, polity, environment, geography. Again, not current affairs and advanced things. If at all somebody wants to do anything, read anything, go back to basics. Don't try to read anything new or current affairs. Just the basics. You might already knowing the basics. The more you are sound in your concepts, the better you will be able to apply in the real exam tomorrow, right? After that, ensure that somehow 8 hours you sleep. You can watch movie, you can watch comedy show, you can watch what? Documentary if you want. What else you can do? Naktiraralla. In last class somebody said we'll do, so I'll do OMR. You know what is OMR? You only said, right? You only, I remember. Red t-shirt. No. Like I was surprised, like I'm telling this fellow remain calm, sleep well. He says that I will go and do OMR. Like I thought like you will go and solve OMRs. Right. So what he meant was old monk rum, OMR. So old monk is, you know, like you must be knowing. Right. Huh?
How do you know it's me?
So yeah, I mean, I don't personally recommend it because no, it is not like I have another better brand or anything. Like, don't recommend because I am scared that you won't wake up tomorrow. Right. So don't do all these things. You don't need alcohol. You don't need anything. Maybe a very good healthy meal, mosaranna, you know. So you can have lots of curd, lassi or something. Right. So just it will give you sleep, and or you can listen to your favorite songs or, you know, speeches or, you know, spiritual things, or some people listen to chant and then go to sleep. Whatever you do, give, like, sleep well, because paper 1 will not be the victim if you don't sleep. Paper 2 is going to be not paper 2, you are going to be the victim of paper 2. CSAT, nothing will happen to CSAT, right? So you will become victim to CSAT if you don't have proper rest, right? So in case if you don't sleep well, right, I mean, after paper 1 you will have 2 hours time, right? 3 hours, like 2 hours you sleep, right? So sleep, but ensure that somebody is awake next to you. So to wake you up, you know, before, right? And don't take any sleep tablets or anything, you know, don't do all those things. You can easily sleep. So, you know, like in my life, there is not a single day where I haven't slept minimum 6 hours or maximum 8 hours. Every day almost 8 hours I sleep. If I don't sleep, I'll ensure that I'll go back and, you know, sleep somehow. Sleep is extremely important. Without sleep, it's very difficult to, you know, enjoy the life, you know, the day life, whatever we do. And how I sleep, even there are moments when I get lots of tension or anything. So one thing I used to do is that I was fond of listening to these Jiddu Krishnamurti videos. They are very complex, very philosophical, you know, which I wouldn't understand in one go. So I would switch on, you know, the YouTube. So I bought YouTube Premium, right? Not every day, like maybe once or twice in a month, when there are days when, you know, mood is not good, when I'm not getting sleep. So YouTube Premium allows you to lock the mobile. Even then the video will be playing, the audio basically. So I will just put on, like, his videos are like all about life, you know, like all complex topics which you actually don't understand. Like, you know, listening, the way he speaks is so soothing. So that is the reason, like, you know, I would switch it on, he would say something, and then with go to sleep. Never understood, like, when I would, you know, slip into sleep. So that is what I found out in my case. You know, I had tried movies and, you know, listening to music, it didn't work. Jiddu Krishnamurti is my sleep pill, right? So, and again, in daytime I would now and then listen some videos to understand, you know, his thoughts. So they are like very beautiful, which you don't need right now. But if at all, maybe you can, some of you can work, I mean, try this method also, right? So apart from that, you know, next day be prepared in a way that in terms of food, in terms of snacks, water, and the small things. Pen, you have to take black or blue ball pen? Black ball pen. So how many ball pens you have bought each? 3. Why 3? Yeah, right. You have bought 3. Like I used to buy 5 and all, you know, when I was giving prelims, right? So even I used to be paranoid, and I would never say that, used to remain calm and all. But we used to buy 5. I remember, you know, even after filling everything in OMR correctly, next 15 days having these nightmares that, you know, I have missed my roll number. What if I had missed my roll number? What if I had marked wrong the series, right? So that was mainly because not being present in the examination hall, not being very confident of what we are actually doing, right? So you have to stay very confident, calm, so that you are aware of what you are doing. You know, put roll number properly, write it properly, right? So ask invigilator, you know, where to sign, right? When to sign. So don't allow them miss you also. Like if they are getting signs and, you know, attendance and everything, and all the booklet number, series number. So everything remember that you have done properly, right? So that even after giving the exam also it won't affect you in any way. It actually used to affect me, and I have seen some people getting affected by it. And in fact, I know one person who used to be a faculty here. He told me that he was getting 134 in paper 1, right? He had done well in CSAT. So unfortunately, he didn't clear prelims. So after that, he used to tell me that I have this issue, like I have missed in OMR. But after getting negative result, he realized that I think he had missed writing the series number or something, bubbling it. So despite scoring so well, so the entire year was wasted. It was, I think, 5th attempt. So ensure that even the small things in the examination all you remember well, right? So you will remember well only when you are actually calm, like when you are enjoying the process, right? Anyone feeling nervous? No one? Absolutely. Have you like how many of you are giving first prelims tomorrow? Oh, second prelims? Okay, good. Those who are giving second or third, how is the feeling? Good. Very good. Nice. Is it weather in Bangalore or what? Like you people look very normal to me now. No, when I went to Delhi, it's different little bit. So I met so many people who were like nervous and not. ಏನು ಅಶ್ವಿನ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಲೇಟು ಏನ 5 ಗಂಟೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ. ನಾಳೆ 11 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಪೇಪರ್. ವಾಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟುಮಾರೋ? 9:30 to 11 morning. Afternoon 2:30 to 4:30. Nice. So look at these 4 hours of your life, right? Morning 2 hours and afternoon 2 hours, right? So you are writing exam somewhere, some part of the world doing their own things. Like tomorrow I am going to attend a wedding reception actually. Same 11:30 morning, 11:30 a.m. Huh? What? Address? I'll tell you address also. Wait. So you should come, okay. The one you have asked, you should come. No, I mean it actually. So it is a Giant Convention Center, opposite Ullal RTO office, Nagarbavi. Right. It's actually a wedding reception of sister of Balaji DK. DK Balaji, no? IAS officer, right? So I don't know why I made it public, live, YouTube live also. So I hope he is ready for more meals tomorrow. Huh? No, actually they are kept in the morning actually. So yeah, tomorrow like I'll be going there and enjoying meal, buffet and all. What you people will be doing? Right? Huh? That is after exam, right? If the mood is good. Huh? Gambling in the examination hall. Good. You are all full gamble, fight and all. So where are you from? Huh? Tamil Nadu. It's good. Jallikattu. Right. I am sure you have prepared all the questions related to Jallikattu, thinking there will be a question on tomorrow. Huh? I don't know. I mean, you know? No. They might ask about it. No, don't talk about it. They will not ask about anything. Right? Whatever you have read, they will not ask about anything. Right? Tomorrow, anything you have read, nothing will come. Huh? The whole paper will be out of the syllabus, out of syllabus. You have to be prepared for it. Yeah, that is why I am taking this session. No, be chilled about it. Go without any expectation. You know the fate, right? It's a D-Day, like. Huh? So, huh? No, shocks, no surprises.
Surprises.
No, there won't be any surprise, only shocks. So be prepared for all the shocks, all the, as I said, uncertainties, unexpected things. So you have to assume, the worst possible thing is going to happen and you are already prepared for it. So how the mind works is that, so when you have conditioned your mind that this is the worst possible thing that can happen to you, it is ready for it. The mind is ready, okay, you punch me, so I can take that, right, let it happen, I can face it. So what we do is that we want expected things to happen, we want certainty, right, because you covered everything, syllabus end to end, you have done last 10, 20, 15 years of question papers, you want expected things to happen. You expect yourself to actually solve the question, like, in one go, correctly. That is what you are expecting. In first round, you want to know maybe 30, 40 questions, absolutely, right. So don't have any kind of expectations. Let mind do its thing, right. It is already prepared, but the point here is that don't burden it with any expectation or anything. Just be prepared for the worst possible thing or the best possible thing. Let mind play its thing. It works every time, right. In my case, it actually, has it worked with anyone? Is there any very experienced fellow like Buddha, so who has gone through these kind of things, done these things? No? No one? All of you are very young. Yeah, you've gone through that. Good. Breakup? Breakup is not normal. Right. So, any pairs here, like lovebirds? Why will you raise your hand even if you are lovebird? ನಗ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೇಳಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. So I was thinking, like, what if there are lovebirds? Will they go to same center tomorrow? That is a breakup, right? So no pairs are here, right? Idru helalla. When I come to know is that only after results or failures, after 2 to 3 years, I have seen them here. Then they come with invitation card, sir. So me and her, were in like, acha, theek hai. I had a doubt, but how would I ask, right? So we cannot ask it, right? We know that, we assume that it is just a normal friendship. But they come with luckily only invitation, not like post, like Namkarana, Guru Pravesha, Seemanta, so not like this. So good. So all of you are laughing and smiling. So seems that all of you are very confident about, cracking the exam tomorrow. But just do your best. As I told, cracking or not cracking is not in your hand, not in UPSC and not in anyone's hand, right? Whatever is going to happen will happen. Whatever is meant to happen will happen. You just have to give the best. I mean, be the best you could be tomorrow. The so-called, bestest version of yourself. So let that come out of you and, do the job for you. That is nothing but your mind, basically, right? So what is the best work for an artist, right? So there is one Arun Yogaraj sculptor on Twitter. I keep following him. He is the one who has sculpted, Shankaracharya statue and Subhash Chandra Bose statue, and he is also interested with sculpting Lord Ram also for Ayodhya temple. So I keep following his tweets. I keep wondering, he is an artist basically. So how can he take, this shapeless big rock, right? And then how do they measure, how do they, so symmetrically sculpt these things. So I think they do some kind of, they get immersed in this, they get lost in doing that, right? They have skills, they have learnt, they are prepared for it, but when they have to do these things without mistake, to make them look not only beautiful, but also they should be, they also become spiritual in a way that people should respect them, right? So I think if they have to feel life into them. Any artist will feel life into their work, right? Then only a reader or observer or somebody who is seeing that object or art, gets lost also, right? So I think this is, you have to reach that kind of zone when you are performing tomorrow, right? So without worrying about the world, you have to be an artist tomorrow, where every question is something that you try to crack it, try to crack the question, to find an answer. Take it as a game. So I used to enjoy these quiz questions. So when we were preparing, this CSR magazine would come, and then Malayala Manorama yearbook. I'm sure you people don't read it, right? Out of curiosity, like general knowledge. In Malayala Manorama, when I was preparing, they used to give 1,000 questions, like 1,000 GK quiz questions, right? I used to buy that book only to solve those quiz questions, just to have a fun, just to see the quiz. You have read so many things, you have seen so many things, just to play with, and then would solve all the 1,000 and then calculate how many of them got right. It's a fun way. So which the one I would get wrong, come back and read and remember them, learn them. So it was like a fun kind of stuff, solving the question repeatedly. So I think the similar thing you have to do tomorrow. Go with that mindset rather than thinking it as a exam and cutoff. Somebody was asking me what is the cutoff for tomorrow paper. No, actually they messaged on Twitter, right? So somebody tagged me and said that I kind of predicted right cutoff in 80s, though it is wrong. Election, so yeah. So I told, 1 month ago, I said 135 to 140 Congress would win, and yeah, so they got 135 because I predicted it. That is the feeling we get, no, like, right? So how I predicted and all, don't ask. So there is a method to it, not like statistics or anything. It's mainly based on the perception. So I have this unique vantage point, in this industry. I get to speak to students from every district, be that to Mysore or Chamarajanagar, every district, and their parents also. So last 2-3 years, like I have interacted with like thousands of them, students and their parents. And also another aspect is, so I have students in administration, IAS officers, IPS. Some of them are SP now, some of them are CEO of Jilla Panchayat, right? So just casual interaction will reveal, what is the feeling among people, right? So on that basis, I was doing my own calculation, like based on last year result. So how it can get reversed or something, so got it right. So regarding cutoff also similar exercise. So I speak with so many students day after tomorrow. So some people, come with smile, some people come with, what? Without smile. Yeah, some people also come and cry, right? So tissue paper is ready. So far, when I speak to them, and then we do poll, and then I ask Delhi students, and then like hundreds of people mail also. This is what the range I am expecting on our website, comment section, hundreds of people comment. This is what I am expecting and all. So gathering all those numbers, we get a rough idea. So where the wind is, blowing, whether towards high cutoff or low cutoff. Based on that, we arrive at certain number. So forget about it, right? So you don't worry about these things. All you need to worry is what? Break up what? What did it? Be calm. Okay. Trust the process. Wow, very good. Somebody copied that line in Kannada Rajyotsava, my dialogue. Focus on the process, not on the result. So I keep saying, this is my favorite dialogue. Focus on the process, not on the outcome, right? So just being present in the moment will ultimately deliver you the result, right? Did somebody come by chance to expect any tips or last moment? Right, I will not give you, even I don't know, first of all. And even if I knew also, I would never give you any tricks or tips how to solve the paper and all. Now we are past that, right? The exam is already over. The exam is over in the mind. You just have to sleep, walk tomorrow, give the paper, make it a non-issue, absolutely non-issue. So last year I had again delivered a dialogue, there will be a Monday, right? So, wow, yes, thanks. I said that irrespective of how we are going to do tomorrow, there is going to be Monday, right? Monday will 100% come, Monday will definitely come. Tomorrow is not the end of the world, tomorrow is not the end of the life. Day after tomorrow there is going to be a Monday for you. What are you going to do? It doesn't matter, some things I have seen in my life, when we were in 6th standard in Navodaya school, something means the worst possible thing one can see is death in front of them, right? So there were some students who went to immerse Ganesha in the tank. There was a lake, it was not a pond or tank, it was actually a lake, and these were 11th 12th student, they didn't know there was large hole was dug to make bricks or anything, bricks. So they didn't know, they were unaware and they got immersed. One after another, 9 people in a row, they actually died. It was all in front of us, just like some 20-30 meters away. So we were in 6th standard. So in that moment we saw death so closely, and then we were not in a position to think or anything. The whole night we didn't sleep because people would say, there were those people who would who were your neighbors in your cots and in your wings, in your rooms. So we had seen them all the time. Suddenly they were not there, and there was this fear that at that age ghost and other things. So we had that fear, the ghosts were lingering around and all. So then that when you see something in that childhood, it stays with you, right? So after seeing many other deaths here and there, I saw people how quickly they move on, right? This intrigues me so much. It doesn't matter how close they were, how popular they were, how something, people move on. It might take 1 month, it might take few weeks, 1 year, few years. So then people start focusing on their own life, right? So that is how the life is actually. You think that your life is in trouble. You think that you have to at any cost succeed in this examination. If you don't succeed, this will happen, that will happen. Literally nobody actually cares. Nobody actually cares. It is you who has created this whole big thing inside your mind. So for you it might look your parents are so much worried about. They will also move on, right? If something bad happens, they will also move on. Everyone will move on. So don't hype anything in your life. It's okay. So because trust your preparation. On what basis I am talking about is this for you audience is that you have already prepared and come here for the examination. For you it works. Tomorrow it will actually work for you, right? So avoid any irrational mistakes, right? Like for example in the last moment, so don't try to just don't become irrational thinking that you will have to do more number of questions, right? If you don't know answer to the question, you don't know, right? No matter what kind of logic you are trying to apply, if you haven't heard about the question, if you have never seen that, right, not familiar at all, only this tip I would like to give you. In the end, it is in the end, in the climax, that people actually lose out marks in prelims most of the time. In the last leg of cycle where you are trying to compensate, thinking that you have attempted less, you want to attempt more or something. So during that time, some restraint is must, self-control is must. Avoid any kind of silly mistakes in the last leg of the exam. You can, when you look at the cutoff, when you look at your score, I am sure those who have given last day prelims missed easily. It is by 3 marks, 4 marks, 5 marks. In most cases, it is less than 10 marks. It's matter of 5 to 6 questions. So ensure that till the last question where you think you are very assured, right, positive, you do your good. So where you don't know absolutely anything, please don't be irrational and don't take random guesses and random chances. So another tip, my suggestion is that simultaneous bubbling, right? Some people bubble once they solve the question paper, in the end they try to bubble it. So don't do that. Does anyone Here, do that. No, no, don't do that. Right. So my suggestion, simultaneously, it's okay. So because we don't know the length of the paper, right? Tomorrow if the paper is very lengthy, you may not get enough time in the end to bubble all of them in one go, right? So the one strategy UPSC is adopting is making questions bit lengthy, right? So that you are put under more pressure. So earlier one could easily solve the question paper in 1.5 hours. So when we were doing it used to take 45-50 minutes. In 1 hour we would just the questions were pretty straightforward in 2006, 7, 8, 9 and all. Now it is not like that. 2 hours is required actually to solve the paper. So ensure that one round you bubble them, and then another round or one question bubble, whichever works in this way, but not completely at the end, right? So do you have any doubts? Work agutta? It actually works, but for some people it has worked as far as I know. But better not to use it. But I don't think they are allowing it nowadays. Do they allow? They allow it, whitener. No, that is fine. OMR won't read if it is a white space. The OMR machine, if the bubble round is visible, within the bubble if it is white, the machine will take it as 0, like blank only, right? Technically that is there, but I am not sure nowadays if whitener is allowed or not allowed, and only whitener in case of maybe roll number or anything. I don't know. You can take it. Acha, okay. So you can take whitener. You can use it also, but try not to use it. Now that is what I am talking about. Being confident. Not making any mistakes. You should be so confident that don't make any kind of mistakes. You don't have to use whitener.
So for CSAT paper, you can take another 2 copies of hall ticket, backside.
For solving,
Rough sheet.
I don't know. He is saying that he can take 2 copies of hall ticket.
Depends on the invigilator.
Depends on the invigilator. But anyway, they give you rough space, right? In the end, why do you need? It's okay. Don't do all those things. Why unnecessarily take rough? That is what I am trying to say. In the one of the argument I said, avoid any kind of mistake that can happen, right? So how is your Josh? Hi. Some people say I look like Vicky Kaushal. I look like myself. So whenever I used to post, how is the Josh I asked, suddenly it came to my mind. So aವಾಗ ಪ್ರೊಫೈಲ್ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಏನೇನೋ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಸೌತ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ನು ದೇಸೆ ಉಪ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಫ್ರೀ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಇನ್ನೇನು ಅಂತ ರೈಟ್ that also I learned, not to get elated when somebody prize, not to feel sad when somebody criticize, being equanimous. Tomorrow for you that is also important. ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಗಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಗಲಿ ಬುದ್ಧ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ ಇರ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. I'll be like Buddha, like small smiling Buddha, right? So even like the smiling Buddha statue I have seen, the one with big tummy, that is laughing Buddha or smiling Buddha? Okay, fine. Is it Buddha only?
It is a god of Chinese, god in China.
But they don't laugh, right? Chinese.
They treat the laughing Buddha as a god in China.
Okay.
Standing Buddha is like that.
How is that you know everything? OGP student. Good.
Chinese Buddha has bigger
Chinese Buddha has bigger tummy.
like they project like this because they believe that we
breathing happens from that naval part is very more significant than the north.
Okay. Oh, interesting. So what he's saying is that Chinese tummy is bigger because of some
Buddha tummy they prefer to
Chinese, not Chinese tummy. Chinese Buddha's tummy is bigger so that breathing.
connect our breathing.
Okay. If it comes tomorrow, just. So which of the following statements are correct with respect to tummy of Chinese Buddha? Then they will give you like 2-3 statements, and then so as given the answer, if you have heard it, you can eliminate. Right. So you have to remain calm like Buddha. Right. So that is what is the core message. Remain calm. I am here not to give you gyan or anything, just to have a light. Was it light? Light or heavy? Light. Chocolate ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಾ? ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ. Right. Yes. So this year result, how many of you saw? Of course, everybody has seen. Right. So every year, whenever toppers list come, I keenly study it. Like their main score, interview scores. I sometimes view their personality also when they are giving interview or something. So it kind of it's a very exciting exercise for me, and I try to keep visualizing. From how many from insights, those whom I keep interacting with, regularly, can become topper. Some of them actually become every year, right? So like unfortunately this year there was no familiar face from Karnataka in top 100, right? All of them from? Only one rank 55. Majority from northern states in top 100. Huh?
Three from Telangana. Third rank is from Telangana.
Third rank is from Telangana. Okay. Nice. But I think she studied in IIT something. IIT Hyderabad.
GS3 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ 100
No, that is the trend like last 4 years. GS3 very few people like ಬೆರಳು ಎಣಿಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ, only very few people have scored 100 plus. If somebody scored 90 in GS3, it is an achievement. Interview is the deciding factor. Like why I brought up this topper issue is that in top 100 I calculated only 3 people have got less than 170, one around 150, 2 around 160 to 170. 97 of them have got 170 plus score in interview. So interview, I am available for you, right, for guidance, and most of the students who have taken guidance one-on-one have really done well. Year on year they are actually doing well in the interview. So do well in prelims tomorrow, because interview is assured for you, right? Good score in the interview is definitely assured. I am here to guide. And then mains also. essay score I had rightly tweeted, the score will come down by 15-20 marks. So again, compared to last year essay score, the marks has come down 15-20 marks. So if somebody has scored 115, 120, it is like 130, 140 last year score. 130 is very good score, right? So these things, why I am saying is that somewhere when you are going to write prelims, having a little space of mind, thinking that bigger picture of life, that being little certain that you will give mains, you will give interview, a small visualization. Sometimes that also actually helps. Or even bigger goal than that. Last session I was asking who wants to become India's PM here in the crowd. Does anyone have the dream here? Good, nice. Any other job, like any other ambition you have? What do you want to become? What? NSA. Oh, very good. National Security Advisor.
like not leaving films and continuing on father's business.
Okay. You want to continue in business. Very good. You are already, see, that is why he is very calm. So I was wondering, like, how can he remain so calm and, answer every question? So there is a business. And then he has already made up mind. But more than that, he has made up his mind. If film doesn't happen, I'll just continue in the business. Like even if there is no business, you have to make up your mind. Okay, if the prelims doesn't happen, I'll do something. I will start my own insights. Start my own Parishrama NEET Academy. Right? Huh? Your own NEET Academy, Parishrama, or like something similar name, right? You know Parishrama NEET Academy? What? Yeah, right. So that was so, encouraging, right? So interesting, basically. Very interesting case study, actually. I don't know how much true it is. If it's anyway YouTube live, somebody told me that he was also preparing for UPSC, and somebody told that he was my student. I don't know, core batch or something. He was following. No, actually somebody told like 15, 16. So then I was suddenly like, nangu ticket kodi. Right. So if that is true, then what? Elli Davangere. ಹೌದಾ? Oh, nice, good. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಫಿಲಿಂ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ IAS IPS ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗಿ everyone become IAS IPS officers and ticket ಕೊಡಿಸಿ. Right. No, everybody dreams about it, right? So he is dreaming about becoming PM. He is also dreaming about becoming PM. He is dreaming about becoming Adani or Ambani. Just businessman. Okay. No, I mean you can think of becoming Adani. Ambani better. Okay. Adani is risky. Okay. Right. Anything like anyone has any other ambition here? No. Nothing. IMF chief or World Bank head or external affairs minister. EAM. President. Who is not. No politics. Right. So did you see the new parliament structure? So what is the architecture? No, I am not asking who is the architect. What is the architecture? No, I don't know. Okay. Now, what is the inspiration for that architecture? The structure of the building. It's. I don't know. It takes hardly 1 minute for you. You can just Google out. So it's a very beautiful building. So it's very nice. Narendra Modi tweeted about it. It's a very nice building, and you people will be visiting that building so many times, right? And I think all the secretariat is also hosted within one complex. In this new, I think it is called as, what is it called as? Civil. The entire project, it is named something. Central Vista project. Yeah, very good. Yeah. So there you people are going to become secretaries and officers, right? It's good. I'll see you there in future. So what else? Key answer? No, don't take them seriously, including ours also. Right? Any key answer? No. What is happening? To be honest, there are some questions which we don't find answers, exact answers. Now their number is like 6 questions, 7 questions, 8 questions. In some cases 9 questions. So you have to take these just as an indicator. So you have to keep plus or minus 10 to 12 marks here. So don't take them as the final thing. For example, an answer key might tell you 80, 85, you might still clear. It might tell you 95, 100, you might still fail, right? Irrespective of whatever it is, you can check if you want, but one thing, it should not affect your mains preparation. 1 or 2 days break and then continue with your mains preparation. Whatever be the score, right? Only in the worst case where you know that you are really not going to make it, maybe you can align your preparation, like maybe you can go to business or start with optional or do something else. And another thing is, if you have already spent enough time here, like 2 years, 3 years, my suggestion, if you do well in prelims, of course, there is mains. If you don't do well in prelims, so go for higher education or a job or something, right, immediately. So with the job, with higher education, try to continue your preparation rather than again getting stuck in the process, right? Whoever it is, it applies to everyone, irrespective of how good or bad your preparation. You have to keep moving forward. Don't get stuck here. Wherever you go, be ambitious. So try to do something big in whichever field you choose, right? ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಲೈಫ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ವಿಶಾಲವಾಗಿದೆ. ಉಪೇಂದ್ರನ್ ಕೇಳಿ. ಉಪೇಂದ್ರ ನೋಡಿದ್ರ ನೀವು ಉಪೇಂದ್ರ ಮೂವೀಸು? ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ. ಏನು ಡೈಲಾಗ್ ಅದು? ಅದೇನೋ ಇದೆ ಅದು. ಸೊ be confident and give your best. I am repeating the same thing. So don't worry about life, don't worry about success or failure. So tomorrow, I believe, be constructive, positive in a way that every day is a good day basically. Just be positive, keep smiling, eat well. So what breakfast you are going to have tomorrow? Any plans? What? Idli? Idli. Right. ರಾಘವೇಂದ್ರ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರು? ಬರೀ ಡಬಲ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಡೈಲಾಗ್ಸ್. ಅದು ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಡಬಲ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಡೈಲಾಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಮೂವಿದು. ಈಗ ಊಟ ಬಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಡ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡ್ಲಿ. So there was an article in the Hindu yesterday how Kannada movies have degraded because of lack of content, lack of stories. So forget about it. So all the best. Do well tomorrow. Chocolate Papa. And enjoy the whole process. So we'll meet after prelims. For any guidance after prelims for mains, please visit. And I won't be going to Delhi like earlier I used to do. Most of the days I am going to come here and stay from morning to evening. And anybody who wants to show essay answers, all of you are always welcome. ನಾಳೆ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಬರೀದೇ ಬರೀ ಚಾಕ್ಲೇಟಿಗೆ ಯಾರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? You want to take tomorrow? Yeah, it's a lucky chocolate. No, it's a very lucky chocolate for you actually. कुछ मीठा हो जाए, कुछ अच्छा हो जाए. Nice. ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಧ ತಿನ್ನಿ, ಮಧ್ಯಾಹ್ನ ಅರ್ಧ ತಿನ್ನಿ. ಅದ್ರ ಬದಲು 2 ಕೊಟ್ಟುಬಿಡಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ. What? Yes, very good. Go with smile and come back with smile or laugh. Right. ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ do whatever you want to do. Right. So all the best. So go with a smile and come back with a smile. Stay happy, be happy. Whatever happens, just keep smiling throughout the day. Remember these dialogues, smile, smile, smile tomorrow. Wherever you go, smile. So as soon as you enter the gate, you smile at all the people. Right. So as you see the security, you see the peon, smile. Right. You see the question paper, you smile. Right. Invigilator comes, you smile. Okay. So Do it actually works tomorrow. So let it be a very happy Sunday for you tomorrow, and finally wish you all the best. Thank you. I enjoyed talking to you. I hope you also enjoyed listening to this. Thank you. ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಚ್ಚಿಕೊಂಡು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಓಡಿಯಂ ಹಿಂದೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗ್ರೋನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಕಂಫರ್ಟಬಲ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಓಡಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.